All right, all right. What's up, everybody? It's IU We Talk Sports. We're here to help you win daily fantasy. We're here to fatten your wallets, not your bellies. We're gonna give you some awesome picks today. Yo, I'm excited, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to work every day and then the 2 weeks pass and then it's payday all of a sudden, I'm happy on payday. I'm real pumped. I'm excited. Money excites me. Gosh darn it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Hey, exactly. Yo, we're gonna get paid today. It's payday. All right? That's what I'm talking about. It's Friday all over again. If you just got paid, here come another one. You know what I mean? If you get paid this week, happy birthday, early payday. Let's get this money. You know what we do. You know what we're here to do. We're getting quarterbacks first. All right. Who wants to start it off? Hey, let me go with wish you Merry Xmas. What's up, Ryan? Ryan caught me out already. Hey, Ryan, it didn't even happen. I don't know what you're talking about. I deny all allegations. What's up, Josky Dusky? Who you rolling with at QB, or say what's up to the people too?
What's up, everyone? And just in case we don't see you this week, Merry Christmas. I got my hat on. I'm in the spirits today. Um, so yeah, the quarterback position was a little bit tricky for me at first. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of fear that the guys that you would pay up for this week have juicy matchups, but may not end up paying out at the end. You have your uh, you know, Kyler Murray playing against Detroit. How much will he really actually have to do? Aaron Rodgers against a Lamar Jackson-less Baltimore Ravens team. How much may he do? No Mahomes, Herbert, Stafford, or Baker Mayfield. That portion's a joke on this particular slate. So, I like Dak Prescott a little bit, but for the sake of not sounding like a broken record, like I did the last 3 out of 4 weeks. I'm actually going to go ahead and just pay down this week. I think it's a perfect week to do so. So there's a couple options of guys I like under the $6,500 range. I think I'm going to roll with Tua on this one, really. It's funny because my notes actually apparently auto corrected to tuna. So over his last 7 games,
Right.
Tuna's completed 73% of his passes, which has helped lead to an average of 21 DK points per game. He's getting some weapons back in the passing game this week, and Devontae Parker and Jaceki. Um, they're playing the Jets, who are last in yards per play. I mean, I'm rolling with the Bumblebee Tuna this week, apparently.
Okay. All right. I love it, man. I love it. Same thing though, man. The tuna. I tried to type Tua's name to you like 6 times and it just wouldn't. And I was like, you know what? I'm over it. So Ron's asking a really good question, and we're gonna get a lot of
No,
questions like this today.
I
I'm
don't think
gonna
so.
tell you, right? I don't think he is coming back today, but I'm gonna tell people as we go about some reports that I heard this morning and everything, but I'm not able to really receive anything unless I get it in the form of like a notification. So while we're on the show, so we'll do our best to navigate, week 15 with you guys, no doubt about it. Just throw your questions in the comment section, and we'll talk to you. Everybody, hit up blackgammaent.com. By the way, I want to make sure everybody goes there to listen to the IU We Talk Sports podcast, because we have a podcast too. All right, blackgammaent.com. Check out the pod. Hefe, who you rolling with
What's
at
up?
QB?
What's up? Can't wait for Christmas. I need a day off. But
Yes.
we were pretty busy. I didn't have a lot of time to do much research, and it's usually when I do better this year anyway. But I do like Tua. He's so underappreciated for being as good as he is. It's just so quiet. You don't hear that much about him really. But I'm going with Dak because of the exact opposite reason that Joe did. Everyone on the show has been rolling for weeks, man, and really hasn't done that much. And we all know Dak every once in a while, well, last year, or he goes in spurts. And he did a little run earlier this year of really good games, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. And at 6,500, what is he, 3 or 4 in the quarterbacks? And I'm just looking for one of those big games because it always happens with me. I go with a guy for 2 weeks in a row, doesn't do that good, and then I don't play him, and he blows up. So I'm going to go with Dak. I think it's the first time all year that I've gone with Dak.
Really? Oh, okay. No, this is a good week to do that. He's got his full complement of weapons out there. I feel like he definitely has something to prove. And the last time he played the Giants, he cut him up. So I love the Dak Prescott pick. Pulling for him for season long too. You know what I mean? Got to get that shit, baby. It's about that time.
Well, if anything plays out like the last two games did, the big guns are going to have ridiculous games today. I mean, those numbers that those guys have put up already, Kelsey, Taylor, are sick.
Right. No doubt about it. It's going down today for sure. So I do like Dak. Also, I left him out of my assortment of quarterbacks that I put in with the lineups that I make. I have four lineups that I'm entering everywhere today, and each have a different QB. So, that's just kind of how I roll. I have to hedge like my main bets. I hedge them with other lineups, and that hedge came in clutch last week. That's the only reason I cashed. My goodness, last week was a rough one, but we'll get to the scores and everything that happened last week a little bit later. Seabo, what's up, man?
What's happening, y'all? Hey, I fear for anybody that takes any Cowboys today, because the Giants are going to stomp them out. It's going to be a good game. 3-0 Giants win. But anyway, I'm going Jimmy G, guys. How do you not play the quarterback that's playing against Atlanta? You just got to do it, I think, especially at $5,800. Why the F not? So I'm going Jimmy G. I just think Atlanta's defense is too bad. And I'm going with a lot of 49ers today, as you will soon find out.
Right. Hey, it makes perfect sense to me. Attack that secondary. They're really bad. But the best thing about Atlanta is they're actually really good at stopping the run. So it forces the quarterback to have to throw and hit their receivers, especially underneath. And that's a prime spot for Deebo Samuel, because him and like Cooper Kupp, those guys just run underneath all day and just light you up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You know what I mean? Okay, so all right, I'm going to give you my quarterback. This is a bit of a surprise because, like, when I started out filling out lineups at the beginning of the week, I was rolling with a lot of Josh Allen. I still have Josh Allen in some big contests today, but I am rolling with Huntley, Tyler Huntley. I think his floor is really nice. This is only, I believe, his second start or third or fourth game played. Okay, so in the times that I've seen him, he can move the ball through the air, and he has his full complement of weapons, just like Dak today. Marquise Brown has been activated. He's definitely going to play today. So I love Tyler Huntley. He can run the ball real well. I don't know if they're going to make design runs for him today, but there will be plays that break down and he scrambles off for 20-30. It's going to happen a couple times today. I think he's going to rush for close to 100 against Green Bay. So that's a floor of 10 points. So everything else passing through the air is gravy. That's what I'm hoping for. That's kind of how I game scripted it. Tyler Huntley at 5,400. All right, so we're going to go on to running back. I wish you a Merry Xmas. What who you got?
Wow, Tyler Huntley. Is that a cash pick? I use cash picks.
I'm playing them in I'm playing a ton of tournaments today, but I got them in cash too, though.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely like to play as a tournament a little bit more, but as far as running back is concerned, JTT isn't here, so there's no one to spoil my fun this week. That means that there's no $8,000 running backs on the slate. So at that point, you are left with Najee Harris, Ezekiel Elliott, Joe Mixon, and then the field. Not really the field because obviously you have to pick a guy anyway, but you guys know what I'm saying. I'm actually going with Jeff Wilson Jr. I know that you said Atlanta is pretty decent against the run, but last time I read they actually ranked 27th in rush success rate. I'm sorry. So we're not to sound like a caveman or anything, but I'm actually going to try this impression. Eli Mitchell out. Falcons defense bad. 49ers run ball. Jeff Wilson Jr.
I love it. No doubt. You got to break it down for him. Oh, hey, Ron hollering about Mixon. He might have
That's
a
why
really good day.
I'll step in right now then too, because
Yep.
that's
Hey,
my
go
guy
ahead.
today. Yeah, that's my guy. I know Denver's got a pretty good defense and all that, but it's a huge game for Cincinnati. And when you're playing a huge game, what do? You ride your horses, and Joe Mixon is their horse. So he's going to see the ball. As we talk about, the volume today for Mixon should be high. So 7,200, he's one of the top dogs. But I agree with Ron, man. I think Mixon has a good chance to have a really big game today.
Yeah. And see, and I'm nervous about it because I'm fading Mixon today, and I'm nervous. This might be a really bad. He might break the slate for me. You know what I mean? Hold up, Ken calling you out, Kai. You talking about weekend at Bernie's over here.
There's sticks underneath my arms, just holding me up. So he's right. He's definitely right.
No doubt
I
about
truly
it.
don't doubt that right now.
Hey, you don't want to see my eyes right now.
I wish we could get some. I wish we can get some sticks under Andy right now. He's probably laying in his bed like a stick figure.
Yeah, he was looking kind of rough yesterday.
Birdie baby had a long night. Huh?
It's the holidays, baby.
Hey, that it is. I can't argue with that. Hey, go party.
Celebrating.
About Saquon. He likes Saquon today. I like Saquon as a volume play. He's gonna touch the ball a lot. I just don't know what he's gonna do with it. I mean, he might snap one off, like Jonathan Taylor last night snapped off 67-yard run at the end of the game.
What?
Killing me over here.
Dude, I've been winning some good bucks in the captain's mode.
Oh yeah. We do need to have a captain showdown type thing. I think we can help people out with that too. Because I know you've been killing it. Who's running back we need to get? I got yours, Kai.
No.
Go ahead. Let me see. Who you got?
I have Deonta Foreman. Foreman today against Pittsburgh. Mostly because we all hate Pittsburgh. I picked this guy, but also he's only $5,200. But I do concur with my man Joe. I also have Wilson. So between those two dudes, $10,200. I think that's 40 points right there, guys.
No doubt. Okay.
Might be
we'll see
might be dreaming a little bit big, but I like the sound of it. I mean, there's a lot of pay down running backs this week too, if you ask me. So
for
sure.
There are, and that is something we need to touch on because I thought I struck gold with Myles Gaskin. I'll just go ahead and segue into who I'm picking today. But I had a lot of Myles Gaskin as soon as I heard that he was coming back with Salvon Ahmed. But then I heard that because both of them, the coaching staffs are worried about their conditioning from missing practice all week. That seems to be the issue. And that is what's kind of pushing them to do a committee approach today because they're in a juicy matchup. I think they're playing the Jets, right? Yeah, they're playing the Jets. Yeah, so, I mean, man, it's almost like you got to at least get Gaskin in there in a couple lineups. At least Salvon Ahmed needs to be, taking a look at, But for that reason, I'm fading them, and I'm going with James Robinson. I think it's finally time. Darrell Bevell runs the ball. He is a run-first type of coach. Coaching systems matter big time. So James Robinson's going to get the rock today a lot, and I think he's going to ball out. All right, so who's left for running back? Just go ahead and roll.
That's it. That's everybody.
Okay.
That's
Wide
everybody.
receiver. Oh, this is going to be
I do like that Robinson pick though. To be honest, with the amount that I'm paying on running back with Jeff Wilson, I will be having a couple of those low pay downs on there. And James Robinson is only 5,400 this week. So
yeah.
I hate that pick. I hate it.
He's got to get more carries, right? He has to get more carries than he's been getting.
I will never. I would have nothing to do with James Robinson after this year anymore.
So those are a lot more feelings because you like to pick the same guys in fantasy. So I'm sure you have burnt a little bit in a couple leagues because of James Robinson.
What did he do last week?
I know.
Well, you know,
6 carries, 4 yards, or 4 yards and 6 carries. Which one was
Get it. All right, go ahead. That's an
I
expensive
know.
6 yards.
I know. I get that. But with Urban Meyer out of
Rashad
the
Penny
picture,
just popped off. So
Urban
Yeah, he
Meyer
did.
out of the picture. Urban Meyer literally is trying to highlight Laquan Treadwell. He wants to feature him in the offense. That's insane. What are you
Well,
doing?
he's
You have Laviska Shenault. Laviska Chenault's snap count has been decreasing, but this is a good day to throw him into a tournament lineup.
Urban Meyer's gone.
Exactly. With
yeah, I
Daryl
think
Bevel there, Daryl Bevel not playing. He ain't playing that. Laquan Treadwell, go sit on a bus. Get out of my face with Laquan Treadwell, dude. Like 6 carries for James Robinson. That's Urban Meyer's. That's some Urban Meyer stuff right there. And nobody trying to deal with that.
All right, we'll
Daryl
see.
Bevel gonna get in there and coach like a real NFL football coach. It's happening.
yeah, it truly does surprise me. Some of the coaches that get into the NFL and just try to get a little bit too fancy with their play calling and everything else. And I do think that this week with a changing of coaching essentially, I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars will get back to trying to use their strengths. Like, I mean, it's James Robinson, and from what they have left in the receiving game, it is Shenault. So, I agree. I think that they'll put a nice emphasis on running the ball this week. It's too great of a matchup against Houston.
Right.
Like I said, Rashad Penny just had his best game, and I mean, he's been in the league for a couple of years. Why haven't we seen a game like this from Rashad Penny? Because he wasn't playing the Houston Texans. So, James Robinson should light it up today for sure.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, let's go on to wide receiver. Hey, go ahead, tell him, Bo. Damn you well. I ain't cussing. I'm just talking. What's up, man?
So they call me Sibo because I'm picking Debo Samuel. This guy's amazing. I'm not a really big 49ers fan, but I'm a big Debo Samuel fan. This guy, they just get him the ball, right? They just get him the ball. So he's averaging 21.7 for $8,200. I think that's underpaying. He's getting 30 points today. Easy.
Oof. Wow. You know what scares me about Debo, man? He's got 3 catches the last 3 games he's played. That scares me. And that was Elijah Mitchell out. It's like, okay, he'll get like 8 to 10 carries now. I want catches. He's still gonna break something off and do something crazy. He's Debo Samuel, definitely. But that 3 catches, I'm like, yo, what's good? Throw my man the ball.
Yeah, I'm stacking him. So
right.
I gotta like him today.
Exactly, 100%. No, you're going about your lineup the right way, no doubt about it. Hefe, who you rolling with at wide receiver?
This is my big pay down, and it's just kind of a shot. But look, the guy's healthy. He had a few catches last week. 2 is playing much better. So Devontae Parker's going right back into the number 1 receiver role in Miami. And like you said, it's a soft matchup. And Devontae Parker, he really hasn't stayed healthy much in his career, but when he has played, he's produced. The guy's capable of big games, so I don't see any reason why Devontae Parker. He's only $4,300, so that lets you have plenty left to go get someone more expensive in your lineup. But at $4,300, if Devontae Parker gets 10 targets, 7 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown, he pays out well. So I'm going to go ahead. He's been on my bench all year long on IR, and I'd just like to see him have a good game. So I'm rolling with kind of a home, I think.
Right. I've got Devontae Parker everywhere today.
It's only 4,300. He's almost a deep dive.
Almost. Right. And that's literally just due to the amount of time he's missed on IR. This is a steal.
He won't be here for the rest of the year, especially after today's game.
No. I mean, especially you go back to the last time he produced 8 catches, 85 yards, and then last week he got 5 for 62, and that was with Waddle on the field with him. So, I mean, he's going to get peppered today. So, I really like that. Joski, that big ass check, boy. Hey, who you rolling with at wide receiver today?
I just gotta give a shout out to Ken here. He's playing better, throwing 6-yard checkdowns instead of 5. Hey, that one whole extra yard is very valuable in fantasy terms. So
I need all
we'll
of
see
y'all.
what that amounts to. But yeah, I'm clearly saving money at the other positions this week. By the other 2 picks I made. There will be a couple of these high value receivers in my lineup due to that. With the remaining salary, one thing's for certain, and that's Cooper Kupp is no longer on this slate. So I'm not going to get too pretty here. I really don't want to be the Tyron Woodley on the receiving end of a Jake Paul overhand right and get knocked out here for no apparent reason. So I'm going with Devontae Adams at $8,900, and he's averaging 11 targets per game and is averaging 31 DK PPG in that same time span. I mean, there's no safer a bet. Now, I know I said earlier that Aaron Rodgers is going to pace himself. Part of that pace is continuing to give Devontae Adams his targets. So he's going to catch those. It's a hell of a matchup this week. I think it bodes a lot better for Devontae Adams, this game script, than anyone else. So look for him to keep doing what he does against Baltimore today.
Yep, we got lots of Devontae Adams around. That's for sure. I'm just gonna go into who my guy is. It's Devontae Adams. Best matchup on the board. It's the best matchup on the board by far. He's going to, Joe just broke the whole thing down. You don't need to hear me going in my spiel, but the guy lining up across from Devontae for probably about 60% of this game is whack. And actually, I think now that I'm thinking about it again, I heard a report not too long ago. I think that guy got COVID and he's out today. So
it's even more of a whack.
It's
whack
even worse. Yeah.
The wackest.
The wackest. And no doubt about it. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, Devontae Parker's going to just go crazy today. Let's go into tight end. This right here, I love it. Look, I'm feeling real good about a lot of tight ends today. But I want to see where you guys go before I go popping off about the guys that I'm interested in at tight end. Sibo, who you rolling with? The Whisperer.
So I'm going with old reliable today. I'm going with Dawson Knox. He's 5,100, which is I guess respectable for a tight end today. But yeah, I see Buffalo desperately needs to win some games, and I just like Dawson Knox seeing a lot of targets today, especially against Carolina at home. Carolina's kind of garbage, like quietly garbage. So I just like Dawson Knox today. I think the Bills need to pull out a big win, and I think he's going to be a big part of it.
No, that makes perfect sense. I love the Dawson Knox thing, especially if Josh Allen's foot, or is it his toe? I'm not sure. Something's wrong. Ankle. He's got a bum wheel down there. So he may not run so much today. So the perfect remedy, where's Dawson Knox? Perfectly put there, Sibo. Joski Doski. Who you going with at tight end?
Has there been a better tight end over the last few weeks than George Kittle?
No.
I mean, yeah. Even if we look at what Travis Kelce just did on Thursday, I mean, this matchup this week presents the opportunity for George Kittle to actually outproduce that. It's pretty simple. He's averaged 40 points per game for you over the last 2. I mean, I got to ride with him this week for the same reason that Kai is riding with mostly San Francisco 49ers. So, yeah, give me George Kittle at 7,500. There is a reason I paid down, so I could pay up at the positions that I needed to this week.
Okay. I love it. Let's get it cracking. Hefe.
That
You got
Joe just said it, man. No one's playing any better.
Yep.
He's only had 3 catches over the last few games that he's played. I think he's going to have a few more today, but you can't. There's no way you could not keep throwing the ball to Kittle. And he's proven over his whole career when he's healthy and he's involved in that offense, he's one of the best players in the league. And dude's been going off. I'm gonna pay up the 7,500 and keep it rolling.
I can't blame you. The production's been there. You can't argue with the numbers, and it should be there again today. I love it. Me, on the other hand, I'm going with Mark Andrews. My guy Tyler Huntley's going to need a security blanket a couple times in this game. And last week, Andrews hauled in, let me look at these numbers real quick, 11 receptions on 11 targets. I love that. So, look, the guy's going to get fed today for sure. So I'm rolling with a lot of Ravens today, which is kind of weird. It's a bit awkward, but it is what it is. We got to get this money regardless of who out on the field. We got to get it. All right, so we're going diving, deep dives. These are guys that are under 3,500 that you could consider getting into your lineups. You're gonna need spots where you need to pay down because like guys like Davante Adams have to be in most of your lineups today. That's a fact. So who we deep diving for? Joski Doski, who you got?
Sorry, I just got some injury updates. I'll go over some of them here in a little bit. But, gosh, these comments actually have been great today. Ron wants you to wake up, Kai.
Right.
I'm wide awake. I'm
going to give you a good wake up piece here. So, because I'm diving the deepest I've ever dove in a dumpster before because I don't really like to pick many people from this team. But I'm going with Braxton Berrios from the New York Jets.
I got to check out for a second. I'll be back.
No doubt.
He's $3,200 this week. He was targeted 10 times last week. He turned down 6 catches for only 54 yards against the Saints, but that led all Jets receivers in all of the categories: yards, catches, targets. Elijah Moore isn't going to be playing for another couple of weeks. Corey Davis is out for the season. That's just leaving the targets there, and I think that's what we look for when we're looking for fantasy players. Last time I checked, so hey, that's my daily pick. That's my deep dive. That's my dumpster. I hate the Jets. It smells bad, but the Dolphins, they're not as reliable as people always want them to be on defense, especially. So, definitely like the pick with Braxton Berrios this week.
I do. I love it. Zach Wilson does hit him up, and Braxton Berrios, when he is being fed the ball, he does produce. That's no doubt about it. So, let me see. Man, Jeff left, and now I can't find the angle on this thing. There we go. Hold up. We roll like that.
Yeah,
hey.
I think I might be able to that work out for you.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, screw it. I'm going with that. I'm going with Nico Collins. Nico Collins is definitely going to see the ball from Davis Mills. These guys have practiced together. They're familiar with each other. This is not a coincidence. If you need to pay down somewhere so that you can afford Davante Adams, I'm rolling with Nico Collins. And hey, by the way, Davis Mills has been lighting it up lately. I think he's got 300-yard games this year, like awesome low key, So, and I also do like Brandon Cooks. So I look for both of those guys to get a lot of action today. C-Bo, who's snorkeling for, man? Who you paying under $3,500 for?
I got my boy Ray McLeod 3 for the I hate to say it, but he's on the Steelers. He had 8 targets last week, and he caught 6 of them. So just on sheer volume, hopefully for 3,300, he gets me at least 3.3 points. But I'm hoping for 9.9.
Right. No doubt. Okay. Right. We're trying the 3XR, the first number of their price. Take that first number, times it by 3. That's around where we're trying to score. Of course, we're hoping for a lot more from certain guys. No doubt about it. So, Joe, do you have the results from last week by chance?
I do. Just see here.
Okay, because I know last week was kind of a tough one. Like I said, when I hedged my lineups, my hedge lineup won me the money last week. So I ended up breaking even. I sent you guys a text when I was winning like 800, 700. I don't remember what it was. It was way up there, but it came way down.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because I think you had Foreman in some of your lineups. I don't know if you had him in your core, but I think you had him in some of your lineups, and I think he hit that touchdown, and something else happened kind of early, and yeah, you're definitely doing really well. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Rashad Penny held
Yeah,
me down.
Rashad Penny, that's who it was. So yeah, starting from the bicky bottom here, and it's kind of sad that he's not on the show to enjoy this, but Andy came in with 43.74 points. The only player on his team that actually turned out last week was Kamara, so that kind of hurt him there. Right above him, sorry to say, ended up being you, Drew. I think it had something to do with Cam Newton being benched and then coming back in the game. And then Ricky Seals-Jones just not panning out, but you have 45.62 points. And then let's see, we got Jeff, sitting right in the middle. Jeff actually had a pretty good week, but he still only hit 55.62. His deep dive, which actually you guys both picked, was Jalen Guyton. He had 17.7 points. So, at 3,300, that was a massive hit. And then next up would be me at 61.24 points. I just kind of had decent play from a few people, really a miss on quarterback. Same reason as Andy, because Dak Prescott just kind of underachieved. But even with that 61.24, I was just slightly beat by Kai, who really got a good play from Justin Herbert at 7,100. Kai finished with 62 points even. Deep dive didn't score at all. He had 0. But so it could have been a lot better. But hey, there's a reason that they're stinky. Sometimes you can win it without them. So Kai was actually the wiener this week with 62 points.
That's not saying much.
You want my deep dive?
Yeah. Hefe, who's your deep dive? Who you diving for?
Nico Collins. He had 10 targets last week. So There it is.
There we go.
There it is. I got you. Hey, me too.
Drew covered that. Yeah, Drew covered that for you. That worked out.
Yeah, well, I was covering drivers' asses.
Right. No doubt. See, I'm on the iPad today. I don't think I have a. Oh no, there it is. Hey, guys, the wiener. That's how you spell winner in German, right?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Oh. Well, it's a good try anyway.
That's I don't think that's how you spell anything in any language.
You don't know that.
But you do you.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure I do, but go ahead.
All right, man. So we're gonna give the people our final thoughts, and hey, for my final thought lineup was my heads lineup last week that smashed. So maybe I'll start doing that every week, like just giving out my heads lineup. Just whatever, you know what I mean? It totally cashed. Anybody who played that exact lineup, you made some money last week, so I'm happy about that. But so final thoughts and anything you want to leave for the people today? Let's start off with Hefe. I know you got to go to work.
I'm working, but yeah, well, Merry Christmas. Right. Merry Christmas, and hey, man, everybody, be nice to your FedEx guys, man, because they're busting their butt right now, and things are crazy. But Merry Christmas, and let's go Browns tomorrow, huh?
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, and that's true, man. I did the FedEx thing for a while, man. This is peak season. It ain't no joke. Y'all going through it right now. I understand, man. It's tough. Joski, what you got for the people?
Gosh, I hate it because there's no Andy, so I was just gonna say, what Andy said, because he's always just knows just what to say. So just think of something that he would say and use those as my words. But other than that, I got a hunch this week. I like Foreman too. I think Kai actually might have picked him. I like him for going over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns this week. So definitely go ahead and try to get him in some of your lineups. Probably GPP, definitely. The Steelers defense is pretty bad. Other than that, Merry Christmas, man. I got this hat on for you guys. So, you guys enjoy your Christmas. See if I can get that thing out of the way. I got to do like a chick flick. There we go.
Hey, killing it.
So, yeah, go ahead and have a Merry Christmas this week, guys. There are some games on Christmas. The Browns are going to be playing on an extremely short week. So, yeah, hey, let's be nice to everyone. Be careful out there. Omicron spreading. Yeah, I see what I said. I'm all broken with these final thoughts, man. I need an Andy. I was looking forward to having
Andy be having the coldest final thought for real. I mean, he was born for that role, man. We gotta make a segment out of it or something. Hey, real quick before I get to Sibo and my final thoughts, there's one start sit I see here. There might be some more. Here's a good one. Edmonds or Kirk? How you got them both? Damn. All right, so let's think about this. Edmonds is definitely playing today. Is Connor playing? That's a big question.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, because I actually never went through my injuries. Connor is in today. They just said
he is. All right, so I like Edmonds a lot less then. So I think I'm gonna roll with Christian Kirk. A lot of people are on AJ Green, which is cool. Like, I understand that, but Christian Kirk is the guy that steps into that that role. He benefits the most from Nook being out. Is that what you call him, Joe?
Nuke. Yep.
Nuke.
My guy Nuke Skywalker. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say Christian Kirk does benefit the most out of that because he's been getting hit up all year, even with DeAndre Hopkins on and off the field. So definitely look for him. I probably wouldn't look for a huge game because I don't really think that Kyler Murray is going to have to do much today. And that's the only reason I would kind of like Edmonds. But if we look at how much Connor got used last week, then I feel like I would give the edge to him slightly over Chase Edmonds. But
right, yeah, no doubt. Top-notch analysis here at the IU We Talk Sports. Hey, everybody, go to blackgamutent.com. Check our podcast out. Sibo, who you got? Or what you got?
I got Let's Go Giants. Beat the Cowgirls today. This is our Ohio State Michigan game. It's a home game against the Cowgirls. We gotta get this win if nothing else this year. So go Giants, fuck the Cowboys. Let's go.
Hey now.
Had to get a hard F in there somewhere.
Hard.
Oh goodness. So
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it.
Right. Hey, I tell you, the hate in your heart, let it out.
Let it out.
Isn't that what he said? All right, so I'm not gonna give out the hedge lineup today, because I'm keeping all my monies for myself. But I'm just gonna tell everybody, go play on Super Draft, go win some money there too. Take the guys that we talked about today and apply your own knowledge to this information that you got and everything like that. And look, good luck to you. I am looking at this as payday. This is payday number 2. You know what I mean? Coming right up for me. So, good luck to everybody out there. Make smart picks and do your best. We out.
I got some more. I got some more injury. So Pollard is in. Ertz is in. All these other ones that say that they're expected to play. So, Chase Edmonds was one of them. Michael Carter, Myles Gaskins. Right. We already knew that. Leonard Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, DJ Moore, Marquise Brown. All expected to play. Did I say Josh Allen?
I think you did. Who was the very first guy you said? Because there was a stipulation with him. Who was the very first guy?
Michael Carter.
No, that wasn't it. Shoot. There's somebody that's coming back today that's playing, and there's like
Myles Gaskin.
Gaskin. Myles Gaskin. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, that's what it was. Gaskin's got a committee situation brewing, even though he is the lead back, but they're both worried. The coaching staff is worried about both guys' conditioning. But there's another set of running backs that besides Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams, it's a couple guys that came back off of COVID and same situation. They're thinking about not playing them as much or doing more of a committee. So everybody got to be careful out there. Read up on who you're playing today for sure. You know what I mean?
I guess our other two co-hosts decided that the injury report was not so important to them. So bye.
Hey, I need an injury report. I'm on the injury report. I'm out 4 to 6. I'm out this piece. All right, man. We up out of here. Everybody go win some money. Go win some monies. Go win. Hurry.